Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. I said I'd do this again. I did it once for Barcelona in '09. Now I'm doing New York 2012. In 2012, went on a big holiday, spent a lot of money. Me and Granddad went to New York for like 10 days and Canada for like 5 or 6 days. So he flew to New York, stayed there for 10 days, flew to Canada, then at the end flew back from Canada to New York, then straight to London. So yeah, it was quite a big holiday. It was quite fun, but also a little bit annoying at times. I'll mention that later. But I don't know how long this will be, because like this one is like I'm doing just New York now and Canada later. The New York one has 739 photos. The Canada one has over 200. So if these are too long, I might split them up into parts. For like, it might be like 2 parts, 3 parts. I don't know. It depends. But I'm just going to record it all in one go for New York. So if I like, if I, what was I going to say? If I, I've lost my voice already. If the video just cuts off, then you know why. It's because I want to cut the video off. I don't know how long this will be at this point, so I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm going to just going to record and hopefully you enjoy this. So yeah, New York. Obviously there's a photo. These were all taken on my PlayStation Vita. Why? Because I took a camera there and I lost it on day one. I lost it on day one. We landed at the airport in New York. We got a taxi to the hotel. I had the camera on my lap because I wanted to take photos. I didn't take photos. It was still on my lap. I got out the taxi because I need to get to the hotel. I wanted to like get into the hotel and relax for a bit. Forgot about the camera. So I dropped the camera off my lap into the taxi without even knowing. And I went up to the hotel and my granddad decided not to get the receipts because he was being nice or whatever. He likes to keep his receipts. Granddad loves to keep his receipts. So when he kept his receipts, I was just like, what have you done? So that was awkward. I didn't tell him until we landed back in London at the end of the holiday. I didn't tell him until we landed back in London, so it was a bit awkward at the end. Yeah. So the whole time I was taking photos with the PS Vita, the PlayStation Vita that I brought along to play with. Instead, I was using it as a camera, and I was using Twitter as well, to be fair, when I was in the hotel, just tweeting. But yeah, sad times, hard times for sure. So the quality is not that good. But let's get into these photos and let's carry on. Right, so yeah, Empire State Building, obviously. I don't know why I took this, like this. Okay, and there's me. I was a big guy back then as well. I'm still a big guy now. But yeah, this was 2012, so yeah, almost 8 years ago. This was in summer. This was in like July, August, around my birthday as well. So, but it's obviously April now, so in a few months it'll be 8 years exactly. There's Granddad. He looks great. Not a great hairline. Not a great hairline. There's me again, very blurry. PlayStation Vita. I'll blame Granddad though because he took the photo. There's a little model. So obviously going up, there's a long queue to like do this. We went on a New York tour basically. We had a really nice tour guide. He was like an old black guy, and he was in charge of the tour. And he had a driver driving us around as well. He was so good. And when we went to the 9/11 memorial, he sang the American national anthem out loud, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. He did it in memory of the victims of 9/11, and people came alongside him and clapped as well after he finished. It was a beautiful sight, like New Yorkers coming together. It was very nice to remember the fallen. So yeah, that was beautiful. But that's what we did on day one basically. And one of the things we did was go up to Empire State Building. We stayed in a long queue, but we eventually got there. And here is the view from the top. It's not like right at the top, but it's as high as you can go if you're a civilian. But yeah, it was a pretty good view. Like, it looks higher than it is here. Like in real life, in person, it's a lot higher. It doesn't look as high here. It doesn't do it justice, to be honest. Not the best sort of photo either. It's only PS Vita quality. But you can still see it's pretty high. But it felt higher in real life, and it was higher. That's a better view. Like, you can see down there at the bottom. it was a good view. I do love the Empire State Building. It was a nice little experience. You're only seeing views, but still, you know, it was a nice experience. There's all the views. Yeah, look at that, brilliant, beautiful. The Chrysler Building was there as well, wasn't there? Yeah, there we go. Very nice. And I'm just standing here, like, there's a couple of Asians there. There's a white girl here, and I'm just standing here right in front of them, right behind them, to pose for a photo. Like, to be fair, they're not bothered, but like, why am I so close? Like, there's a bit, it's a bit like, this is intruding. But why do I look? I look like I'm trying to act hard. Like, I'm trying to act hard here. It looks. I look. No comment. No comment. You see? Look at this. Look at this cringe. The flipping. I'm wearing a hat like this. Yeah, I'm all cool in it. Oh dear. But yeah, I don't know why I'm trying to act hard here. I don't know. Maybe I was just trying to look cool because I wasn't a hard man. I didn't think I was a hard man either. But I guess I was trying to look cool. I don't know. But yeah, that's a selfie. I don't see. This is me clean shaven. It doesn't look good. This is why I grow out a mustache and a beard, because it just looks better with facial hair. This baby face, it's ugly. It's ugly. You know, there's less ugliness when you got hair covering it. All right. There's Grandad and me. Grandad trying to look hard as well. Look at him. Look at the guy. Look at the guy. He's trying to look very, very hard. Like, he's proper gangster. He's a mafia leader. He's not, but you know. He's wearing a Chinese hat. I don't know why I pointed that out. World Trade Center, new World Trade Center, obviously. There's a nice view of that. Obviously the river as well. See, this doesn't look like a hard man, but I like this photo. I wish I didn't lose the camera though, because these photos could have been amazing, but I lost it. Yeah, here's the 9/11 memorial. Well, actually, it's not right here, but it was around here somewhere. I think it is this. It might have been. I remember this. I think this is where the guys sang national anthem. It was really beautiful. There's Grandad. I don't think we took a photo of the tour guide though. I wish we did. There's me. I look alright there. There's another building. No, this is a garden, but I think it's next to this. I'm pretty sure. I think. Jeez, what is that? That's where my belt line is. Why have I put it up so much high? Like, why am I trying to wedgie myself? What's going on there, mates? Put it next to your waist. There's a church. I think there's a church they were talking about. The tour guide mentioned, like, when the World Trade Center fell, there were like 7 towers, or no, all 7 towers fell. This church was the one thing that was left standing. It was either this one or another church nearby, but that was an interesting fact. I was just like, that's pretty crazy. Some US flags there, looks nice. I do like the US flag, by the way. You know, it's a nice flag. To be fair, you got a good flag, Americans. You got a good flag. Yeah, there's that church again. There's me again. Why am I like? Why is? I think that's just my belly. I'm fat shaming myself. Jeez. Okay. There's your classic taxis. We took a few of those. You know, I did love getting in those because, like, you know, they're so popular. New York taxis, American taxis in general. So to get in one was nice. I guess the people get the same feeling when they go to London as tourists and they get in the black taxis or get in a red phone box. Like, in the same way you're amazed by that, when I come to America, I'm amazed by yellow taxi. I don't know why. They're early taxis, but you know, they're cool. They're cool. Here he is. Here's the tour guide. This is the guy. I don't know what your name is, mate. I hope you're still around. If you are, and you somehow see this, you are an amazing guy. You know, when you sung the national anthem in front of that memorial for 9/11, it was beautiful. I appreciate you, dude. I really do appreciate you. You showed us a great tour. It only cost like $30 each, I think. Amazing tour. We started like 9 a.m. ended at 5 p.m. We toured around New York, Empire State Building included. It was beautiful. So yeah, the great guy. This guy was a great guy. I had to stop the camera because you know, 10 minutes because the frame rate is different. If it does lag, by the way, if it goes behind my recording, I apologize. It's just the way the screen record is. Like, it doesn't record at the same frame rate as the camera, so it goes behind sometimes. But 10 minutes, it should be good enough. There's me. I think there's Grandad. He put his finger in front of the camera. But there's me. We're on a boat ride. Is this part of the tour? It might have been. But yeah, we're on a boat right now. There's us on a boat. Why is my hat wonky? I have no idea. There's me again. Yeah, we're on the boat. We're on the outside of the boat. There's a couple iconic bridges there. There we go. There we go. That's all she wrote. Nice views. If you want to see New York, then Google pictures. I ain't here to show you New York. I'm here to show you me in New York. There's the New World Trade Center as it was being built. Obviously, it's obviously all built now, so that's pretty cool. The Statue of Liberty was closed at this time, so I couldn't go and see the Statue of Liberty, unfortunately. But I could see it from a distance at least. But I couldn't actually go to it, unfortunately. Well, yeah, the weather wasn't too great. There's the Statue of Liberty. Went past it. That's as close as we got to it. We couldn't. She was closed, so we couldn't go. I think this is part of the talk. I remember the guy telling us that it was closed. We couldn't visit. But there she is. Absolutely beautiful. There's me again with my smug face. Don't know, Jeff. Who are these two? What? Is she looking at me? I don't think she is. Nah. Maybe, but nah. Okay. There's Grandad. Cool. What are these looks? I don't know. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, this is it. The memorial for 9/11. This is it. So that's I think those are names of the people that fell. So yeah, pretty tragic. Yeah, there we go. That's where he sang national anthem. So it wasn't the earlier place. This is in chronological order. So like in order of like where we went, and we went next to the World Trade Center. Here is Times Square. Times Square was one of the best parts of New York. It's a beautiful place to just chill and walk. Even at night time, there's people like doing performances and stuff on the street. It's a nice sight. This is us on the train going from the hotel to New York. So we took this train almost every day, and it was great. Yeah, there's me. Empire State. I bought this at the Empire State Building, as you might have guessed. Right, there's Grandad. We're next to The Rock. Yeah, we met The Rock. Definitely did. Yeah, there's us. This is in Central Park. It's in Central Park. Central Park is quite like I walked through the whole thing a few times. It's a nice place to take a walk. Maybe not at night time though, but I didn't do it at night time. There we go. Beautiful. I'm not being vain. I mean the views in the background. Okay, relax yourself. Why am I doing this? Why am I going backwards? I guess to get that in the shot. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm trying to act hard here, like I'm trying to drop an album. Nice shoes. I like those shoes. Yes. I wish I still had them, but they won't fit me anymore anyway. Yeah, there we go. I like this white shirt. I want to try and find it, but it probably doesn't fit me anymore. I wish I was rich. If I was rich, I would go around the world and probably vlog the whole thing as well. But I'd go around the world, just go to every good place in the world. I just wish I had the millions to do it, but I don't. Because if I did, I'd go back to New York for sure. Because I want to go back and see a few more things. Yeah, world's largest store. There we go. We went inside it. I'm pretty sure. Empire State again. Madison Square Garden. I went in there to ask about sports tickets. NBA was off season. There was a lot of other things, but there was nothing on it over there, so I couldn't go see anything because it was closed completely. So unfortunately, couldn't watch anything at the Madison Square Garden. But it's there. We went inside there. There's like you can go inside, but you can't go like in the arena. You can just go like inside, talk to a few security guards. There's Grandad. There's me in a shirt. There we go. We're in a dinosaur museum now. So let's get to an issue with this holiday. My granddad and I had a bit of a dispute because he got tired really early, and he is quite an old guy, but he was getting ridiculous. He started like at one point we left at 11 and we went into New York City. We walked for a bit. It wasn't even that far. We walked like 2 blocks, and it was 1 p.m. and he wanted to go home. He wanted to go home, and we were there for like an hour after getting off the train. I'm just like, what? Every day he was complaining about in the afternoon, like why we're not going home. And eventually I'm just like, screw it. Like he doesn't want to enjoy this holiday. I'm gonna go out on my own. So the last 2 or 3 days in New York, I was out on my own, just constantly. He didn't care either. He honestly didn't care that much. So yeah, because he started crying after like 1 o'clock. I want to go home. Like you see him on my videos, and you're like, oh, he's a cool guy, but he is frustrating sometimes. Jeez, it's not just me either. My grandma, my mum, my auntie, they've all got issues with him because he doesn't seem to care enough about certain things. But that's a different. Let's not go into dirty laundry, all right? But in terms of this holiday, we had a dispute, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go out on my own, and I did for a few days. I was 17, so I think that's you can go out on your own at 17. Anyway, Dinosaur Museum. There's me. There is King Kong, not real. I mean there are elephants and stuff. So yeah, there's just a museum of things. You can't even see me in that shot, and I'm gonna go back to it. They're not real, by the way. They're not real. Yeah, you might think they're real, but they're not. There we go. Yeah, you can hardly see us. Rhino. You can tell I like lions. I like big cats, you know. Lions, tigers, jaguars, panthers, cheetahs, you know, leopards. They're elite animals. These ones aren't even real though, so that's the funny thing. Hey, that face though. So this is all in the museum. Yeah, Theodore Roosevelt. So that looks pretty nice, especially in person. Don't know why I didn't take a photo of the whole thing. To be fair, just took a photo of the front and under it. So there's a lot of bollocks. Yeah, is there someone there? No, there's a lot of bollocks here. A lot of good stuff. But we can skip over a lot of stuff, so maybe this might be a quicker video than I expected. There's me again, next to the river. No, not river. I think we're in Central Park. Okay, we're gonna drop an album here. we look so fresh. We look fresh off the boat. Like, what is this hairline? Oh my days. Yeah. Well, I don't think I was ready for this photo. I don't think this was on purpose. Yeah, there's Rhodes. There's me and Grandad at the train station. We took this train. I can't remember what number it was. Yeah, we can't even see it properly. But we got on the same train every single day. I mean, I did anyway. He stopped after a few days. Yeah. NYU, I actually went in there to inquire about courses. I was considering going there at one point because that would have been cool, going abroad to study. Like, that's something a lot of people would do. But then I thought, nah, I had a low chance anyway. But it was pretty cool to go on campus and checking things out. This is Grand Central Station, I think. Yep. Not very clear photo-wise, but this is a very famous station. You may have seen it in movies or TV shows. You may have seen it in Google Photos. You may have been there yourself, but it's a popular station. You've probably at least heard of it. This hoodie was valuable. Not valuable, but I loved it. I lost it in Sri Lanka. I'll let you know when we get there. That's a future video. There's old photos in Sri Lanka as well. There's me on a horse in that one, so I think George will like that one when that episode comes along. There's our hotel room. So a little TV there. They had USA, so I was watching Raw live every single Monday. Not every single Monday, we were there for like 10 days, so like 2 Mondays. And it was fun. It was fun seeing Raw live in America, you know. Seeing Raw live at 8 p.m, that's so much better than like 1 a.m. at night over back in England. But our hotel wasn't like great. The Wi-Fi signal was weak up there as well, it was stronger downstairs. Having said that, hotel room was fine, it was alright. But it was like a 3-star hotel there, it wasn't like a great hotel. but it was fine, you know. There's my bed. I had quite a big bed. I don't know why. I don't think I asked for that. I think it was two singles. So there we go. There's my that's the bag I used. There's my wallet. I got the same wallet now. Where is it? Here it is. Nike. I got the same wallet to this day. I had it since like early secondary school, so that's pretty cool.